which are the suffixes. The suffixes that we left. Forming adjectives. We go through this part. Oh no, actually we covered yesterday, right? We covered all of these. The word
Yes,
all
yes,
and
it was the last part.
exactly. That's what yesterday. So fortunately we have everything already, and this was the full nutshell of the lesson. So what we're gonna do today is to practice. Let's go through the some sentences that we need to build, and let's check how much we can create. Okay. Let's go through 10 different sentences. Each of them need an adjective. Each adjective is built with a noun that is given to you at the end of the sentence. If you need some help, I can read the definition of the word that you need. Okay? The definition. So, first, focus on your pronunciation. After you finish working on your pronunciation, of course, read the label, read the space as a blank, and then give me the answer. All right? So we're gonna read it twice. Let's start. Number one, go Isaac.
Am I going? Do I have to start? Sorry, I haven't problems with my internet and I got lost.
Okay, so yeah, you're the first one. I repeat the
Okay.
indications. First, you need to read in order to focus on your pronunciation, and then give me the answer with a full sentence.
Okay. Okay. The first one is this is a book about blank space freedom.
Good.
Okay. This is a book about yeah, politics. Okay, we reviewed yesterday.
Yeah, we did that one.
Politics. Politics. Is it polit? Um, is it politic? No, no. Is it political freedom? No.
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Political freedom. What were you thinking about, or why was the question?
No, well, I was trying to remember the last, how say it? The last, um, how to say it? The last letters because I don't remember. I was about to say the same politics, but it sounds weird. So,
Exactly. In politics, making the S at the end makes it automatically not an adjective. A rule from English is that there's no adjective that is plural.
okay, yes.
Never, never, never. Right? There you go. So let's go to the next one, Jimena.
It is remarkable that a cell, okay. It is remarkable that a cell as overtly dull and space as the fertilized egg can give rise to such varied and complex form.
Good pronunciation. Okay. Good,
Structure.
good.
Okay.
Let me check the word overtly because that's pretty new. I don't have the level of the word, but it's going to be considered new vocabulary. Okay? Overtly. It's an adverb and it means in a way that is open and not secret. Overtly political activities. Ah, okay. Do you get it?
Got it.
Good.
It is remarkable that a sailor is overtly dull and structured.
Fantastic job. Excellent job. You are transforming the word structure into a description using the past participle of the verb.
Structured.
Good job. Good, good job. All right, let's go to the next one. Go, Isaac.
Yes, he not only uses images to achieve rhythm, but even more supply. What is what supply? I don't know the meaning.
Okay, the pronunciation
And
first.
I don't remember the second symbol.
Come on.
No, I don't know.
Okay, let's go through the symbols. Okay, the second symbol is a schwa sound. The reason it is in the bottom of the board and separated from the rest is because these symbols are weak sounds, which means that it doesn't have a strong sound, right? It's the opposite of strong. And the reason it exists is because it can represent any vowel. It can be a letter A, E, I, O, U.
Okay.
You know? It can be any letter, but in a weak way.
Hello.
Then when you pronounce it, you need to pronounce it like a combination of an A, E, I, O, U all together.
Okay.
Imagine it's like like when you have a color. What happens when you have all the colors of the rainbow in paints, or imagine clay, and then you combine all of them and you mix it? Do you know what happens?
Well, maybe you can create a new color, or they that mix together like what?
No, you don't create a new color. It becomes black
Black.
when you when you mix all the colors in paint. It becomes
Uh-huh.
black.
Maybe I did when I was a child.
Exactly. So you need to mentalize that when you are thinking of the schwa sound, because the schwa sound is just a unit, a way to pronounce all the vowels together, and it sounds like this.
The schwa.
You see, it's like a
Uh,
very very short, very strong, very small. It's very similar to an A, but it's not an A because
Okay.
you need to find like an intermediary between the A and the E and the O and the U. It's right in the middle.
Okay.
So then, how do you pronounce this one?
I'm not sure. Sorry.
Subtly, exactly.
Subtly.
Exactly.
Subtly.
Okay.
You see? And it's not exactly an A, no?
Sorry.
It's subtly.
Sorry. Okay.
Yes. Observe that the second syllable is a weak one.
Sorry.
This,
Okay.
and the strong one will never have the schwa sound. Suddenly.
Suddenly.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
That's right. Take a note. So what is suddenly?
Suddenly. In a way that is not very obvious or easy to notice.
Which comes from the adjective subtle.
Sorry?
The adjective subtle?
Mm-hmm.
You know the
Yes.
adjective subtle, right?
Yes.
So this is an extension of it with the suffix li. It becomes the adverb subtly,
Okay. Yes. Yes.
right?
I think I get it.
Good. So then
Maybe.
read it again.
Yes. It's number 3, right? Yes. He not only uses images to achieve rhythm, but even more subtly uses ideas from the same purpose. Use images. Is repetitive.
Correct. Perfect.
Okay.
That's correct because we were talking about rhythm,
Yes.
right? Good. 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 Let's go to number 4. Jime.
It seems plausible to suppose that unless a person enjoys space power in a society, he does not possess, I don't know how to say that word, legitimate.
Okay. Remember that the sound doesn't exist in English.
Legitimate.
Exactly. You just with that. Just that's the only thing you need to remember. Every time you just want to say remember that's Spanish.
In a society, he does not possess legitimate political authority over that society.
Good.
It seems uh, effect,
Effect is a verb.
effective,
Exactly.
effective power.
Effective power. Good job. Good job. We are talking about both. It makes sense, no? When you read the noun, it makes more
Yes.
sense if you read it together. Good job. Isaac.
Yes. Common naturalistic subjects interested Bernard. To, 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 to. I don't remember what was to.
Yesterday we said something about the GH.
Yes. So that it doesn't sound. I don't remember.
Exactly. It
Yes,
doesn't
no.
sound.
So they never became space to his art as they didn't two loud tracks. Oh, okay. I
As
didn't
they what?
understand. As they didn't two loud tracks.
But it doesn't say didn't.
As they did two loud tracks. Sorry.
Exactly. Yes. Read it again. If
Okay.
you didn't understand it, read it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Naturalistic subjects interested Bernard too, though they never became face to his art as they did to Lautrec's.
In this particular word, the problem that I am listening is not the EH. Well, now you eliminate it, it's better, but it's a T.
Okay.
It's a T.
Okay.
You need to pronounce this sound again. Here. Excellent.
Is it at the beginning? Though?
Yeah.
Though? Though?
Mm-hmm.
Though? Okay.
You see?
Yes, because I'm remarking the T.
Exactly.
Though.
That's the one.
Though. Okay.
And
Though.
you have the parallel is this one, is a synonym.
Although. Although.
Although. You see, yes, you sound much better.
Okay.
You sound much better. And
Okay.
do you know what is though? Yes, no?
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Let's check. Center. Is it center? Centre? Centre. Could you give me the definition of the word?
Oh, sure. So the definition here should be the middle point or part of something. If you're talking about the middle point in this context, we should talk about like the most important part. Let me find another one.
Like when you focus on something.
Exactly. Play position. No. It should be something similar to this. Look, a place or an area where a lot of people live.
Okay. And is it a noun?
It is a noun. The word center, yes.
Okay, center is a noun.
So that the definition of the word that you need is most important. That's the only information I have here.
Okay. Now, well, now the sentence make more sense, but let me think. The risks are interesting. I don't know.
You are not understanding the sentence. Who is they in this case?
And the naturalistic subjects.
The naturalistic subjects. Good. Naturalistic subjects interested Bernard. Right? We don't know who is Bernard. Whatever.
Yes.
But something important is about Lautrec that has a relation with naturalistic subjects.
Really?
What is his profession?
Lautrec was a painter.
Well, we don't know what kind of art. We only know that he's an artist.
Oh yeah. Well, I remember from my art history classes.
Oh, okay. So you have an idea. Okay. So let's say that he's a painter, right?
Yes.
If we are talking about naturalistic subjects, and we are contrasting Bernard's interests versus Lautrec's interests.
Okay.
How do you say that they never became the most important part to his art?
Maybe can like I'm not sure. Could it be centered?
Wait, can you repeat?
Centered with DD with at the end? With
ED? No, forget it.
no? Oh no.
It's not centered. Because centered.
Does it exist?
Exactly, that's what I want to check. Centered. Having the thing mentioned as the most important feature or center of attention. The child-centered approach to teaching. Wow, it's very similar.
Yes.
Having the thing mentioned as the most important feature or center of a child-centered. But according to this example, calm, sensible, and emotional in control. Let me check another dictionary.
Yeah.
Centered. Having a particular person or group as the most important part or focus on
I
something.
think it's the same, no?
Yes, but I want you to see the difference. Student-centered, there is a hyphen joining the part that is supposed to be the most important part. That's why I wanted to check another dictionary, because this one only gave us one example. And I wondered if you really needed the first part before it. According to the dictionary, yes. You need something else to say centered.
Okay, I think, yes, I get it.
You see what I mean? Therefore, for that reason, it cannot be centered in this case.
Yes, I think that I understand that part. Is it central?
Exactly.
Okay, yes. The central part. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but Central Park is not the same as central to his art.
No, the central part of the...
The central part of his art.
Yes.
Okay, in that case, yes, definitely it is.
Okay, yes, I get it. It was
Yes.
difficult.
It was. It's just a matter of exploring definitions.
Yes.
Good. All right, let's go to Hime, number 6.
Clearly, the difference between reckless driving and space driving is one of degree.
Okay, let's talk about the pronunciation and definition of this word.
Reckless.
This is not the alphabet. How do you pronounce this? Let's go. Exactly.
Reckless.
Excellent.
Reckless.
Showing a lack of care about danger and the possible result. Showing a
lack. Excellent.
lack of care about danger and the possible results of your actions.
What level is this? Oh, C1. Okay.
Danger.
Do you understand reckless?
Yes.
What would be the opposite of reckless?
Taking importance.
Okay.
To care about something.
Well, this is interesting. The antonyms and synonyms cannot be of another family. So if you say take care about, this is a verb.
Okay, yes.
Reckless is an adjective. So the antonym and the synonym must always be an adjective too. If
I
reckless,
don't know.
well, you are going to need it for the answer. Read the sentence again.
Okay. Clearly, the difference between reckless, driving and driving is one of degree. Careless.
Excellent. That's correct.
I thought careless is without care.
Yes,
Well,
I also think that it was like the opposite of care, well, like in a negative way, no?
Actually, I was mistaken. This was not the answer was not the opposite. In this case, we are giving degree, right? Do you understand what is degree?
Yes.
What would be degree? That one is interesting. Let's say that if you say a person that is driving a car completely drunk and completely drugged, for example, is not so different than a person who drives listening to music very high but very fast, right? Which one of the two are more possible to have an accident? The one that is drunk or the one that is sober, but very fast.
A drunk driver.
That's correct. That's what we are reading in this sentence. Clearly, the difference between reckless driving, which is with total lack of care,
Okay.
and
Okay.
careless driving, which is not total of lack of care. The person is sober, but is not being careful.
Okay.
Okay.
The opposite of careless would be careful.
Careful.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Both
Okay.
of them are not careful, but reckless is more aggravating than careless.
Okay.
More
That's
dangerous.
exactly more dangerous. The difference between these two
Okay.
is how much.
How much? Okay.
You see?
I got you.
That's right. Good job. Number 7, Isaac.
Yes. The politician is to parliament and the public. The politician is where is account?
That one is the most difficult, actually.
Really? Is it accountable? No,
Oh.
accountable? No?
Wow, you are correct. Yes. Accountable. How did you get that answer?
I don't know. I think that I feel that I have seen this word very often.
Probably.
Yes, and I feel that.
Okay, let's talk about that.
Okay.
Do you know the definition?
I think, but I'm not sure if it's correct. I think that what happened with Silvana? I think that it's something like when you are let me find the word. When you are try to do the things like correctly, maybe when you have like for example, when you are handling money and you try to use it for the things that you need that it was given for example,
That you're
talking about
supposed to.
the government, maybe they collect the taxes, and it's supposed that those taxes must be used for the for the population of the country, so they have the
For the benefit of.
yeah, well, the benefit of the population, or of the country. So they are like they should, or they must make sure that they are using this money correctly.
You're close.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm not sure. I think that's kind of difficult to explain.
Yeah, you went all the directions possible
Yeah.
because you understand the word. You understand the word. The easy definition that I would help you with is that you are responsible.
Yes.
Accountable is a synonym of responsible. So the politician is responsible to the parliament. No. That you are responsible for something. No, that you give. Wow, how do you say rendir cuentas in English? That
What?
you take.
Oh, like when it's mandatory to do something, like when you need to show how are you doing the things.
Aha, exactly. That you have somebody
Mm-hmm.
who checks your.
Like to audit
Aha,
the.
exactly. There is an authority auditing you.
Oh, okay,
Excellent.
okay, yes.
Good word. So when there is an authority auditing your tasks, you are accountable.
Okay, yes, I get it.
right? So it's kind of it's not definitely it's not similar to responsible. Responsible is
Yes,
very different.
yes. But I think it depends on the context of the complete phrase.
Good
But
job.
yes, I get it.
The reason I am trying to find another way to say it is because the verb account as a verb, not as a noun,
Mhm.
as a verb exists, and if you don't understand account, then accountable is gonna be impossible, no? So account as a verb is to have the opinion to account for. It's a phrasal verb. Here, account for something to somebody. To give a record of how the money in your care
Okay.
has been spent.
Okay, yes.
This is the one, it was very specific. It's very specific. For number 7. And the word accountable comes from the verb account.
Okay, yes.
Do you see?
Accounts for, no?
Account for, exactly,
Yeah.
sorry, account for.
Yeah.
Usually put with the connector to, and that's the reason we have the connector to here as well.
It's a control. Okay, yes, it was
Let me,
difficult. You
yeah,
seem
that one is
easier yesterday.
exactly. Yes. Yes. Usually it was easy, or it looked easy without considering examples. It always like that. That's the thing about English. When we are comfortable with a level of English, we assume that everything is easy now, and then we explore it this way, and it's like Jesus, there's a lot of challenges yet.
Yes.
But you're right. Okay, let's pass to number 8. Go, Jime.
When one can think of the differences of okay. One can think of the differences of being handsome, space, or just ordinary in terms of small differences in the growth program for each region. Okay, handsome or beautiful.
Exactly.
Easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
Lemon squeezy.
Lemon squeezy. That's correct. Let me help you with the pronunciation. Where is the strong syllable in this case?
I don't know how to recognize it,
No problem.
but
Let me help you.
intuition,
Uh-huh.
ordinary,
Okay. The strong
ordinary.
syllable is indicated with the apostrophe, right, next to the syllable. So in this case, the first syllable is a strong one.
Okay.
Ord.
Ordinary.
Excellent. Now eliminate. Imagine this I doesn't exist.
Ordinary.
Excellent.
Ordinary.
Ordinary. Okay.
Ordinary.
Read it
Ordinary.
again.
Okay. One can think of the differences of being handsome, beautiful, or just ordinary in terms of small differences in the growth program for each region.
Perfect. Perfect. Let's go to the next. Isaac.
Yes, number 9. We talk of presumptions in three space senses. We talk of presumptions in three different senses.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly, because you learned the word different
Yes.
yesterday.
I want more like this.
Excellent. Good job, brother. Number 10, Jime.
The integral involves two functions. Um, mm, that's difficult.
Really? Why?
Continue. The others, I have the intuition to define as it, but this is hard. This is different
Okay.
to convert in an adjective. The integral involves two continuing.
Continuing,
No,
it exists, eh?
yes,
Yeah. Yes, it
and it
exists.
can be a meaning.
And actually, it can be a little bit or very similar,
Um.
but that's not the one.
Okay. Um.
What happens? Let me help you with the definition of the word that you need. The definition says happening or existing for a period of time without being interrupted.
Uh-huh.
Something that is
Okay. Continue.
exactly, that's
Okay.
correct. Continuous
Continuous. No, I said continued.
with ed. No, come on. I trusted the microphone because I didn't understand the s, and you said the d. Oh my god. Well, anyway, continued cannot be. That definitely is impossible because when you use passive voice, it's a different meaning.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Different meaning, different structure. But in this case, we are using the suffix us, as in continuous, dangerous, and famous.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Got it?
Yes. Thank you.
Good job, girl. Good job. Wow, you finished this so quickly. I thought you were gonna spend more time doing this.
Obviously
But,
not.
but yes, you
You
finished
didn't
it so.
trust.
Well, in previous exercises, you took the whole class. So I was like, this is going to be the same, and then, oh, surprise.
But I think that maybe because we are only two.
Also, in ya vámonos. That and the adjectives are easier than creating nouns.
Yes.
Every time you create words, we automatically think in a description for some reason. I don't know why. So that's the easiest part. But before we finish, let me show you the reason I am being so emphatic on learning word formation. Because in the certificate exam, there is an exercise that is directly testing you on your ability to form new words. This is an ability that every speaker needs to dominate if they want to reach higher levels, because we are paying attention to the small details that exist in the language. Many people confuse, let's say an example, the word subtle, right? With the word subtly, which is going to be a challenge because they look very similar and only one letter changes. Just because of that, many people get confused. And of course, the word is not the same. Subtly is an adverb, subtle is an adjective. One is orange, the other is purple. So the reason they test you in word formation is because when you really are thinking in English, you are not going to think in translations. You are going to think in formation of words. Do you see where I'm going with this? It's like avoiding thinking in Spanish, technically. Let me show you an example. Let's check the first certificate. Use of language practice. There is an exercise. Multiple choice, open close with text and cats, word formation. Here it is. Here it is. Look at this. Difficulty level B2 upper intermediate. It says here, this free first certificate exam use of English practice test helps with the word formation and vocabulary that you need to master for the B2 first. Right? You are going to have a text, and this text has some gaps. You need to use the reference word and transform it in the correct word that you need for completing the text correctly. So here you have the word fame, which is a noun, but here you have a verb to be. So you cannot say was fame. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Yes.
What word should you put in this case?
Famous.
Exactly. Traditionally, Australia was famous. Famous is an
Adjective.
exactly. Therefore, because of the logic of the text, you will start thinking, okay, fame, famous, famously, which one is the correct one? According to the sentence that is provided. And it can be an adjective, an adverb, a noun, a verb, and we already covered all of them. Do you get why this is so important?
Yes. It's difficult.
Exactly. Exactly, yes. The theory connects at the end in this particular exercise. And I really, when I bought my exams and I was doing them myself, I was like, oh my god, what is the word that I need here?
Okay.
Sometimes I was challenged. I was like, Jesus, I don't know what's the word. And then sometimes happens, no? You see the answer key and it was so easy.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's just about understanding, taking your time. Don't panic. It's very easy.
Okay.
Okay. So let's read it. You're gonna go one by one. Okay. Can Silvana speak?
No, I'm not sure. I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think. Yeah.
Well, let's wait for her. Go. No, she says, okay, no problem, girl. Isaac, go with number.
With the second one.
Yes.
Traditionally, Australia was famous for producing. How say? What is that word? Wheat? How do you pronounce?
Oh, wait. You are correct. The pronunciation is right. And I'm gonna show you a picture.
Okay.
So this is
I think that these are fruit or something. Ah, yes.
exactly.
Okay.
It's the thing we use
To make bread.
to make bread.
Okay. Wheat and wood. Oh, what is wood?
Another material,
Mm-hmm.
but that one is used. It's extracted from the sheep.
Oh, okay. Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Traditionally, Australia was famous for producing wheat and wool, but times have changed in, yes. Is it in recent years?
Perfect. That's totally correct. Very good. Pronunciation.
Recent.
Exactly. The first E sounds E.
Recent.
Let me check the answer because Silvana is sending the answers on the chat. No, wrong. Let me check. Symbol. Okay, so let's check with the next one. Okay, Jimena.
Farmers
But that's not the beginning of the sentence.
yes. With many farmers to be diverse in their crop and livestock range.
Good. Pronunciation.
Diverse.
Exactly.
Diverse.
Diverse. With many farmers. I don't know, teacher.
Why not?
No, I really don't know. I don't know why I don't know.
Okay. First of all, what word should you use? What family should you use? Do you need a noun, an adjective, an adverb? What do you need?
A verb.
A verb. How do you know it's a verb?
The connector to. For the connector to.
Okay. What about what if you say, I am happy to be here?
Okay.
Then that's not a good reference.
No.
You see? With many
The
farmers.
subject.
Subject. Subject is not a word family. Subject is a part of a sentence. We need to go through the word families. We have seen adjectives, nouns, verbs, preposition conjunctions, and idiomatic expressions. That's not necessary. It could be just an adjective, a noun, a verb, or an adverb. The adverb is a description.
What?
So what kind of word do you need in this case?
Adjective.
Adjective. And how do you know?
For the definition of adjective.
Okay, that may be. For the definition of adjectives. What does what part makes you understand that you need an adjective?
I don't know. Logic. Not really.
Okay, we need to understand. With many farmers, space to be more diverse in their crops and livestock range. And we need to use the word elect. With many farmers. Oh, wait. Silvana is correct. Let me send her the thing. What happens here?
Elected.
Elected. Why elected? Because you're guessing without understanding.
I don't understand.
The reason you don't understand is because you are not considering the previous information. Read the full sentence.
Traditionally, Australia was famous for producing wheat and wool, but times have changed in recent years, with many farmers space to be more diverse in their crop and livestock range.
What is crop?
Crop is semilla. No, como
In English?
como in the crops.
Semilla
Yes,
is
come on.
seed, no?
En semilla seed,
It's how to say, like the thing that used to make tortillas.
No, that's wheat too.
No,
That's
the
corn.
thing you cultivate.
Oh,
Exactly.
yes,
The
corn.
thing you cultivate,
Yes.
the
The
things you
concept.
recollect. Exactly.
Yes, I remember.
So something has happened. Something has happened in recent years because now Australia is different. Australia produces more diverse crops, more than wheat and wool
In wool.
only. So what have happened to farmers recently?
Wait.
Welch? What do you mean?
What has happened to farmers recently?
Exactly. Use the word elect to find what has happened to farmers recently.
With the word elect. Elect. No sé.
I don't speak Spanish. Can you repeat that?
Okay, let me try.
Okay. Do you know the definition of elect?
Yes, like in Spanish.
I don't know Spanish. What is it?
Like
Give me a synonym.
select.
Can be select or it can be similar to choose.
Choose. Okay. Select or choose. But I don't know the adjective. With many farmers.
But the problem is that you don't need an adjective.
Yes, I was wondering that because you mentioned.
Okay.
Oh, you don't need an adjective.
Electing.
Exactly. The word is electing.
Electing with ing.
With ing. It's a verb in ing.
Sorry, I was lost.
With many farmers selecting. Oh, okay, yes, this is to move.
Because it is recent, there are only two ways that we can speak about recent events. Something that is happening or something that has happened. Those are the two only options that you can use.
Okay.
Why did you say that I was wrong?
Why did I say that I was wrong? Because I was incorrect. I sent you an emoji on the chat. Check it. Electing is a correct word, but because this is a verb, not an adjective. How do you know? No, actually, this is a noun.
Yes, we are using it like a subject, no?
Exactly, like a noun, not a subject.
Well,
a subject is a part of a sentence.
Okay.
So it's helpful sometimes to consider the type of word that you need, but everything always go to that resource after you understand what we're talking about. If you don't understand what we're talking about, you shouldn't pass to the grammatical analysis. So in this case, the first reference in the case of Jimena, finding if you need a verb, an adjective, or whatever, that's not going to help you before you understand. First, you need to understand what we're talking about. Now, how did you get to the answer, Jimena?
What?
How did you get to the answer?
How did I get with your question?
Which?
What has happened with the farmers?
Recently.
Recently.
Right? So the word recent helps you in this case.
No,
Okay.
My question?
your question.
Well, okay. My question make everything easier, but in the exam you are not going to have me. So what you need to do is, where does the question come from? The question came from the information that we have. You know? Because if you I am going to make you dependent on me, and I cannot help you in the exam. You know what I mean?
Yes, teacher, but I haven't understand the exercise. I really think that I just need to use adjectives. Sorry.
Okay. So
Okay.
then pay attention to the class. At the beginning we said that these words can come from any word family. It could be a noun, it could be a verb, it could be an adjective, it could be an adverb. You see? And we have seen all the transformations already. Look. In previous classes, we saw, well, this is the last one, no? Forming adjectives. The second one is noun formation. We saw this one. We saw verb suffixes. And finally, adverbs.
Yes.
Those are the 4 that are possible in this exercise.
Okay.
Got it?
Got it. Thank you.
That's why it's so
Sorry.
important. No, don't say sorry. Sorry is too strong. Say sorry if you kill my cat. If you kill my cat,
You don't
need to
have a
say
cat.
yet.
It's
My
But
cat
do you
is
have
coming
one?
to
We
my
have 2
house.
cats.
I have to for adoption.
really?
Yeah, we have 2.
Are you going to
two
have
cats.
to have a cat?
I am going to have a cat.
2.
Yes, no, only one.
And do you have
Isaac,
other?
and I have
Do
one.
you want other cat?
Do you want to give me your cat? Why?
No, actually, well, Silvana found 2 little cats, 2 baby. How do you say
Really?
kitty?
Baby
Yes,
kittens.
kittens, yes.
And what about them? Where do you have them?
Because
In
we are
my house.
In
yes,
your house?
they are in Silvana's
Yeah, I'm
house.
taking care of them.
Yes, because
Oh,
they are
no.
too little. They cannot eat like how to say? How to say croquetas in English?
They are
How to
just
say?
cat food.
Cat food just yet. They need to drink milk.
Milk. Oh, they are
Yes,
too small.
yes, maybe in 2 or 3 weeks they can start to eat cat food.
Exactly. Oh my God, it's tempting, eh? Because my sister told me a couple of hours ago, please adopt Nora. She has a cat called Nora, but she has 3 of them, and and every time she visits me, she's always like, please adopt Nora. You are so lonely.
You
And I'm like,
you need some love in your life.
I need some company. You know, I don't know about love, but company, probably. Exactly. So it's
That's
tempting.
great. Yes, I have 4 cats and 3 dogs, and Silvana also have 4 dogs and 3 cats.
And the
Yes.
babies.
Yes.
And the newcomers. Jesus. I will consider it. While
Okay.
I will literally, I will really consider it, because if my sister is going to send her cat, then there's not a problem. But if it's gonna be just the babies, that will be a problem.
Oh, yes.
Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, electing. Electing was a difficult word here. Okay. Let's pass now to the next one.
Yes, well, I have a question. If we hadn't, well, if there wasn't the word recent, or sorry, recent, could we then change maybe for the verb in past, like many farms elected?
Elected, no, because we cannot say elected to be.
Oh yes. Oh
Or
yes.
or no, I mean we can say it, but the meaning is different.
Yes.
You know, many farmers elected to be more diverse. It's like
Yes.
who elected the farmers, you know?
Okay. Well,
Like in,
then if we remove the word recent and to be, could it be elected?
the matter in this logic is the context, because we are talking about producing wheat, and we are talking about actually, if you remove recent, you have the most important information, which is have changed.
Or is something that
That's enough
happened?
to say exactly. That's enough to understand that it's
Okay,
happening.
okay, yes. Yes, I was just trying to make a new sentence, but it's okay.
No, yes, it's good. It's good to explore other options. That's definitely the point of this exercise. The thing is that everything is so well put that there's no other option.
Okay, yes.
All right, let's go to the next one. Go, Isaac. Go with the next one.
Yes. To be more diverse in the it is now quite common to see farms with more exotic fruit and vegetables. Farmers are to sell their produce local nowadays, but rather to the factories in the cities. Farmers are farmers are that's farmers are
Ha. I got you.
farmers are come on. I think that we need farmers are to sell the
What word would you put if you didn't have the word like?
farmer are to sell their products locally, like farmers are. No, I don't know, teacher.
Like you don't understand at all what's going on?
Yes, no, farmers are like. No, I'm not sure.
It is now quite common to see farms with more exotic fruit and vegetables. More common than before,
Okay.
right? Why? Because
They
they
electing to be more diverse in their crops.
okay, because they're more diverse in their crops, yes, but there's another reason. Because farmers sell their produce locally nowadays.
Sorry, could you repeat that part? I have some trouble with my internet.
Yes, of course. Because farmers now, let's say, now it's more usual that they sell their products locally. It's more usual.
More usual, okay.
Mm-hmm. That's as a reference of the word that you need, but rather to the factories in the cities.
No, more common. Like farmers are. I think that we need an adjective.
Yes, totally.
Yes,
Totally.
but
Then the word more common is an adjective.
Like, ay, come on.
You don't know, really? You are thinking in Spanish.
Adjective with termination. Does it exist likely?
Totally correct.
Okay.
Yes, sir. The
I
thing
was,
about likely,
well, but it has a different meaning, no? Than like.
not than like, yes, but than more probable, no.
Yes, but I was thinking in like as a verb or
But like
yes,
as an adjective,
yes, it helped me. Okay.
that is another thing. So it's
Yes. I wasn't considering that one.
like as an adjective exists too, and
Yes.
that's the flexibility that we need in this type of exercises.
Okay.
Farmers are likely to sell their produce. Next one, let me check with Jimena. Hard, right?
Oh
Yes.
no.
Action, Jimena.
Okay. Farmers are likely to sell their product locally nowadays, but rather to the factories in the cities. As a result, farms are now large scale where thousands of tons of crops are. Okay. Producer?
Correct. Almost correct. What's missing?
As okay. Pro producers.
Exactly. Very good, girl. You need a plural because we're talking about
Okay.
farms.
Mm,
Exactly. Good job.
okay.
Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Next, Silvana.
As a result of Silvana?
No, Silvana cannot speak, right? She's
Oh,
parking.
I don't know why. But yes.
Because she's answering on the chat, but okay, let her work on the chat, and Isaac, you go with the next one.
No, Silvana, it's okay.
Silvana.
Okay, as a result, farms are now large-scale producers where thousands of tons of crops are cultivated.
Can you repeat that?
Cultivated.
Yes, correct. Cultivated. Because we are talking about
How?
passive voice.
Yes, exactly.
Good. Next one, Jime.
Another aspect that is different nowadays is irrigation.
Correct. Because we are talking about crops. We are talking about crops, agriculture. All the topic suggests that you need to talk about the same topic. No, irrigation is to water the plants and the crops. That's correct. Next, Isaac.
Yes. In the past, farmers would just flood the fields, but now it's common to see sprinkler everywhere. What is sprinkler?
Good job. Okay, sprinkler. Sprinkler is a machine. Well, first you need to understand the word sprinkle. Okay? Read this.
To shake small pieces of something or drops. To shake small pieces of something or drops of a liquid on something. Okay.
You see? So you say, for example, the action of doing this
Yes.
is to sprinkle something, you know?
Yeah.
A sprinkler is a little machine that sprinkles water. And we are
Okay.
talking about irrigation, so it makes sense.
Yes, I get it. I think. In the past, farmers would just flood the
Flood.
fields, but flood the fields, but now it's common to see sprinklers. It's common to see sprinklers systematic. I don't know. In the past, farmers would just flood fields, but now it's common to see sprinklers. I think that is an adverb, okay?
Why do you know? Why do you
Think it's an adverb
think that? Uh-huh.
because it's common to see, well, because we might describe how common they are.
Common. If you have that, the adverb should be positioned next to common. So it would be like widely common, for example.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
that
that's not.
that's not. You don't need an adverb. It's more simple than you're trying because you're getting into very difficult ways, but it's much more simple. Do you know what is irrigation?
Yes.
How do you call the whole units of connections that you install to
System.
irrigate? That's it.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
Makes sense, right? We know how the word systematic, which is an adjective.
But it's common to see systems. Is it a plural? No.
Yes, plural.
Yes.
There you go,
Because
brother. It
sometimes
was
I try to go beyond the necessary.
exactly, you're going all the way in a very far away land, and that was not necessary.
Okay.
Good, guys. Good job. Do the last four for homework, because I gotta go through the next lesson.
Let me
Okay?
take a screen.
Please. Good job, guys. Welcome to Real English. We are very near the end. So, practice.
Thank you,
And
teacher.
I'll see you tomorrow. Good job, guys.
Okay. Thank you. See you.
Bye. You too.
No,
See you
good
later.
job, too.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.